So Pisces, I do feel like this new moon cycle brings some, let's say, trouble here to the mind or to the way you are processing mentally some situations. So um, it's a time period where you're being called to restructure your thinking and all that encompasses. So your plans, your opinions, the way you communicate, the way you understand also others from a point, um, from the mind point, or the way you put your mindset to work in your reality. All of that seems to be hugely in focus. Perhaps because some of you are also, you know, dealing with a lot of pressure. I feel like some of you Pisces are under pressure to figure out something, figure out what you want to do, what decisions you want to make, what choices you want to make. And so not having the right mindset in place is something that will further complicate, let's say, um, your experiences in the future. Because if you make a decision without fully calculating what that really represents to you, the chances of making a per se mistake are high. And I feel like some of you don't want to make mistakes, but at the same time you don't want to miss on something or to wait. You're afraid of waiting around to make up your mind too long for something, and then when you do, not have that opportunity. And it's interesting because I do believe it was for your sign that the message of not rushing came up. I'm not sure if it was in the February reading or before, but again, just take your time with situations. Don't be afraid. It's better to take your time, I feel, with whatever this is than to rush into it and then not be able to follow through, or to, once you understand maybe what you're dealing with, to go back would be hard. I do feel like those are situations that are asking from you a level of commitment. At least, it's something that feels like you would feel the responsibility of committing to in a serious manner. And so where do you stand with commitments? What do you want? Who do you want? And what you don't want, and whom you don't want. I do feel like some of you have some sort of triangle here, so showing up. This could be representing an energy dealing with love, so having perhaps feelings or mixed feelings about two people in your life, maybe dealing with a partner that has ties with someone else. It could be various scenarios that are possible here, but there is indeed a sense of a triangle, that goes again back to the level of choices. The level of choices that you will be called to make. And so they are important. They will define somehow or shape somehow, again, your future. So take your time to figure out what you want, even if this is about, again, your work, your finances, your projects, having perhaps, reached here a crossroads where now you're understanding that, something is going to turn serious. So in order for that to happen, a choice needs to happen as well. And so it's no longer about play or fun. It's no longer about the act of creation, just the act of creation by itself, or the act of, falling in love or being infatuated. Now it's like taking things to the next level. And this is the thing, is like, after kind of the party is over here, the fireworks and the enthusiasm, and you wake up in the next morning and you figure out that there's a lot of a mess, in these scenarios, even though there's a lot of passion as well and interest, but it's a messy thing here. You need to take your time to clean up the mess and understand where everything fits. And so this is a metaphor for anything that during this new moon cycle you will be dealing with that requires some thoughtfulness, right? Some careful approach, because it's to protect you and your best interests, and also of others you care for. This could also be about choices that will have big impact within the family circle or your family, dynamics. It could be about plenty of things actually. I do feel like for the majority of you Pisces, this is about love and relationships, or things that really, let's say, touch you at a heart soul level. It's something that's why it's so important to stop, because you know that it's like something special here, a person, a friendship, a project, an opportunity. This messes again with a lot of hearts here, and so when we're dealing with the heart, we want to be careful. We want to be careful because there's a lot at stake here. When we have that understanding that our choices will affect deepest, sacred parts of us, that when are not functioning, or when they end up, being hurt, or left in a position that it's not the best, we will, in a way, suffer tremendously by that. So taking a decision or making decisions and choices are always risky, and I see that you are kind of understanding that, but not making them as well. The matter here is more about the time you take, and also don't allow yourself to be influenced. I feel like you need to be by yourself a little bit here when dealing with choices and decisions and future plans, things of that nature. I feel like it's important to be by yourself, because even not wanting to, people can be giving you some sort of pressure or hard time. Maybe they want to influence you. They want to emotionally, influence you or manipulate you. So be aware of that. So I hope you have a great new moon cycle, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.